Members of the Trump administration are under fire for taking costly flights at taxpayer expense. Julianna Goldman now has been looking into this.
For EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt, June 7th was a busy day. First, a trip to Cincinnati with President Trump. Then on to JFK Airport on an Air Force jet like this, leaving behind $350 commercial flights and sticking taxpayers with a bill for at least $20,000. Then he flew to Italy for an international summit that didn't start until 3 days later, and he left that meeting a day early. It's unclear why he was in a rush.
It's good to be back in the United States. I actually arrived back this morning at 1 o'clock from Italy.
Separately, Pruitt's frequent flights to his home state of Oklahoma have attracted the attention of EPA's Inspector General.
Hi, Scott Pruitt, Selling Swear.
It's not just Pruitt. At Treasury, the IG is looking at Secretary Steve Mnuchin's air travel. And the Health and Human Services IG is reviewing Secretary Tom Price's chartered flights that cost $400,000.
They're conducting both an internal and an IG review, and all travel on private charter has been suspended until that's completed.
In addition to boarding that more expensive military aircraft in June, CBS News has learned Pruitt took this private plane from Denver to Durango and back on August 4th for a meeting that included state officials. An EPA spokesperson told CBS that Pruitt chartered the plane after his flight was significantly delayed in order to ensure that he did not miss a critical meeting, and ethics officials were consulted. The Colorado governor's office offered Pruitt a ride on his government aircraft, but the EPA declined.
There needs to be an explanation of what that cost and why it was necessary.
Eric Schaefer is a former director of EPA's Office of Civil Enforcement and now runs the Environmental Integrity Project.
Especially when the budget is shrinking for your agency, the expectation is that you will travel as economically as possible. Generally, that does not include chartering private jets for your travel.
We called and emailed the EPA a half dozen times. We wanted to know why it was necessary to use a military jet and also why they turned down that invitation to fly with Colorado's governor. An EPA spokesperson declined to comment. Anthony?
Julianna Goldman doing air traffic control for the administration. Thanks.